The average US household spends around $2,500 a year on fuel, but what if I told you that almost 30% of that is wasted, and you don't even realize it? Today on Motor Mindset, I'm revealing 13 fuel-saving secrets gas stations don't want you to know. These tips won't just reduce your fuel costs, they can save you from expensive engine repairs, breakdowns, and even axe dime. Before we start, smash that like button and subscribe to Motor Mindset for more smart car tips every week. Now let's dive right in. Stop using premium fuel for non-premium cars. Millions of drivers instinctively grab the premium nozzle, even when their car doesn't need it. According to the 808, 16 million Americans make this mistake, wasting over $2 billion every year. Premium doesn't mean better, it doesn't clean your engine, but it doesn't boost performance, and it definitely won't make your engine last longer. Premium only means higher octane, which prevents pre-ignition in high-performance engines. If your car doesn't require it, you're literally burning money. Even for cars that recommend premium, Consumer Reports found zero measurable benefit. Never ignore a dirty air filter. You know, old carburetor cars used to lose fuel efficiency with dirty air filters, but what about modern cars? The answer is both no and yes. While the ECU can compensate by adjusting fuel ratios, a clogged filter actually makes your engine harder to start. Fouls, spark plugs, reduces acceleration, and increases carbon buildup. All of these things slowly kill your fuel economy, and honestly, your engine too. Always maintain the right tire pressure. Most drivers, you know, only inflate their tires when the TPMS light comes on. Big mistake. The TPMS only activates after you've already lost about 25% of the recommended pressure. That's around 8 psi. Research has shown that for every 1 psi drop, your fuel economy goes down by 0.2%. So an 8 psi drop means you're wasting 1.6% of fuel on every drive. Always check your door jamb sticker for the correct pressure, not the tire's sidewall, and make sure to check your tire pressure every month. Remove the roof rack. Roof racks, bike mounts, and cargo boxes just destroy your aerodynamics, plain and simple. Studies show that empty roof racks waste over 100 million gallons of fuel every single year. At highway speeds, they can reduce your fuel economy by anywhere from 12 to 25%. If you're not using it, just take it off. So, let's talk about using adaptive cruise control. Did you know that only about 27% of drivers actually use cruise control on a regular basis? Changing speeds every few seconds can, increase your fuel consumption by around 20%. Adaptive cruise control helps keep your speed nice and smooth, cuts down on unnecessary braking, and can boost your mileage by about 5 to 7%, especially when you're stuck in traffic. Now, here's something a lot of folks overlook. Stop idling for long periods. Over 6 billion gallons of fuel get wasted from idling every single year. Unless your car was made back in the 1980s, you really don't need to warm it up for minutes at a time. Modern engines actually warm up within seconds. Plus, idling causes carbon buildup, corrosion, and even premature engine wear. If you're waiting more than 10 seconds, just turn the engine off. Alright, next up, switch to lower viscosity oil. Most drivers are actually using the wrong oil for their engines. Using a slightly thinner full synthetic oil can boost your mileage by about 2.4%. For example, switching from 5W30 to 0W20 improves cold start efficiency and fuel economy. It's a good idea to use thinner oil in the winter and just a bit thicker in the summer. Drafting behind a semi can actually reduce your fuel use by up to 35%, but honestly, it's extremely dangerous and also illegal. At 65 miles per hour, if you're only 10 feet behind the truck, you've got just half a second to react, which is, well, pretty much deadly. Even if you back off to 100 feet, that's still only about 1 second of reaction time. A truly safe distance is around 250 feet, and that still gives you a 1 to 3% savings, which you can do safely. So, when it comes to AC versus windows down, here's the deal. At low speeds, open windows are totally fine, but once you get above 60 miles per hour, the AC actually becomes more efficient, thanks to reduced drag, especially if your car isn't very aerodynamic. The best move is to use AC on highways. And always, keep it set to recirculation. Every extra 100 pounds in your car drops your fuel economy by about 1%, so it's a good idea to stop carrying around things like seasonal gear, tools you don't actually use, camping equipment, or any unnecessary work items. Extra weight just kills both your mileage and your suspension, honestly. Alright, so, anticipate traffic like a pro. Did you know aggressive driving actually reduces your miles per gallon by about 15 to 30% on highways, and even 10 to 40% in city traffic? And honestly, speeding only saves you like 26 seconds a day, according to AAAA. Instead, try to coast early, avoid unnecessary braking, and stop switching lanes constantly. It really saves fuel, time, and, well, your engine too. Double-check the gas cap, folks. 1 in 5 cars has a faulty or loose gas cap, and you could lose up to 30 gallons a year just from fuel vapors alone. It can also trigger EVAP system codes like P0457, P0456, P0442, and P0455, not to mention it can cause rough idling or even stalling, so replace cracked rubber rings right away. Let's talk about avoiding fueling extremes. There are 2 common mistakes: driving on an empty tank and overfilling after the pump clicks. Both of these can get really expensive. Running low actually overheats and destroys your fuel pump, which can cost up to $1,500. And overfilling? That leads to spilled fuel, vapor recovery systems charging you for fuel you didn't even get, and damaged EVAP components, which can run you $1,000 to $2,500 in repairs. So, never top off. And never ride on empty. Those were the 13 fuel-saving secrets gas stations absolutely don't want you to know. Not only do these tips save you money, they help prevent breakdowns, repairs, and engine damage.